archetype MAAT, which is in our pantheon community is called the visionary, and she governs wealth, right? She governs. She's the Fortuna major. She's Jupiter. The reason why she governs wealth is because that's her key contribution to the world. Her key contribution to the world is she can take two seemingly disconnected, unrelated individuals or things or whatever and bring them together in harmony to do great things. That's why she governs wealth. And that's what wealth actually is. That's what, like, the divine union actually is. You see what I'm saying? That's why, like, even when you talk about polygynous marriages and plural marriages, that's why that's even a higher state. You know, like I'll ask you, like, what takes more intelligence? What takes more spiritual wherewithal? You being able to get along and harmonize with one person, or you being able to get along and harmonize with like 100? Obviously, you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you being able to harmonize with 100, like, that's a God thing. It's a goddess thing. Like, God created all beings. God wants all of his children. Goddess wants all of her children to come together in union and celebration and work together. Like, that's the genius. This whole thing about monogamy and like pushing monogamy and it should be you two over here in the corner. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, it's really a sickness. It's an illness. When you look at like actual species of mammals who are monogamous, like gibbons, for example. Gibbons is a type of primate. You know, they live in trees and they live in a nuclear family and they stay separated from all the other gibbons. So they don't have any kind of community. They don't have any kind of where the community can come together, work together. Therefore, that species is kind of handicapped from the standpoint that it can't really evolve because they don't come together as community. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I understand what they're saying. That's more of just like I said, it goes into the romantic Western stories of, you know, Prince Charming and people riding off into the sunset and that kind of stuff. But it's not real. We're not supposed to be the Borg from Star Trek. You know, the Borg is like that species of beings that comes together and they all start to merge into one mind, like a hive mind, and they all think exactly alike. They all do the exact same thing. That's essentially what these people are describing. Like, you come together and you're essentially one. You're no longer the individual, you know what I'm saying, that God has created you to be. Now you're this new being and the old you is gone. And no, that's not an elevated thing. You know, the elevated thing is, no, you remain individuals, you remain sovereign. Each of you is a god, each of you is a goddess, and you come together and you do amazing, great works together.